Now we have seen how to work with IAM, Identity and Access Management. I am giving little story regarding those key are not bad. They're already worked with IAM. Their IAM. In that IAM, we worked with the users and also groups and also roles. There in that roles, we worked with the general roles, and also we work with assume roles or assume role or roles concept. I hope. Is there any doubt regarding this? Anyone having any doubt? If no, we are going to work with EC2. EC. See, in AWS, one of the powerful, this is one of the web service. See, all are web services only. See, EC2, elastic compute cloud. See, what is the main aim of Elastic Compute Cloud is resizable. Resizable. The spelling correct or not, check. Resizable. Okay. SIZA or SIZA? RE. Re. Maybe leave it. That ARE. Okay. Resizable. There in EC2, there if you want to create an EC2, different types of techniques are there, different types of instances are there. Their instance maybe generally we go for methods. Methods. We may go with methods. There we may go with spot instance. SP would be spot instance. Next, in the same way, generally we are going with on demand. Generally we are going with on demand. On demand. Spot instance, on demand, dedicated, dedicated, and reserve, RESRVM. See, these four types we are going to use. Generally, if we create instance, which type of instances we are going to create? Anyone can quick response? Already we know how to create instance, right? Generally, we are going to work with which instance? On demand instances. We are going to work with on demand instances. See, what is the advantage of on demand? See, we are creating an instance. We are creating an instance and we are stopping. We are stopping. But see, suppose I created instance there for 15 minutes. For 15 minutes. How much payment I need to pay? I need to pay for 1 hour. 1 hour. Even if you create an instance and you may delete it, create it and terminate it. There also you need to pay minimum charges. You need to pay 1 hour. See, on demand charges are very high, very high. But you may ask me, why are you using on demand? See, we are using always which type? Free tier. Always we are using free tier. See, if really you want to work with companies, 100% companies may use two things. Reserved instances they are going to use. Companies, MNCs, even you check it, they may use reserved instances. You may ask me, reserved means what is the specialty? Minimum 1 year, max 3 years, you need to reserve. How much discounts they may provide? Up to 75% they may provide. Up to 75% discount they will. When we go for dedicated you will go for maybe tax. And also, if you feel if you require high security, then only go for dedicated instances. When you go for spot instances for bidding. See, there also we can pay less, pay less. That means save the money, save the money. But what is the problem in spot instances? Anytime it may goes. Only they may give 2 minutes time for it. Only 2 minutes. Because of we are using bidding, right? See, for example, for 1 hour, 1 rupee assume. I bidded. After 2 months, you are bidding 1.5 rupees. Automatically, my instance goes down, your instance goes up. They are allocating space for you. They are allocating space. That is the problem for spot instances. That is the problem for spot instances. You know, ways to create taking an instance, right? See, I'm going to show you just one screen. Observe here. There, see, Elastic Compute Cloud. See, instance types. On there, see, types of, see, pricing models in AWS. Pricing models in AWS. What is the first pricing model? On demand instance. What is the second pricing model? Reserved instance. What is the third one? Spot instances. What is the fourth one? Dedicated host. Dedicated host. See, what is the specialty of dedicated host? If any customer need dedicated, is the physical machine, separate machine. We need to pay more. Whom they can accept this one. Only banking sectors can accept this one. There is no sharing. There is no sharing. Highly secured. See, you and me, generally, as a learner, we are using only on demand instances. See, fixed price, hourly, and also pay for what we have used. No commitments, no upfront payments, no predictable uses. Simply, we are consuming, we are terminating. Hourly, we are paying. It is more amount we need to pay. If we are using 24 by 7, we never go with on demand. We are using only 1 hour, half an hour, 3 hours max. That's why we are going with on demand. See, industry people, they are going to work with what I said, reserved instances. Why they are going reserved instance? See, long-term commitment. This is the interview question, or maybe, if you write AWS certification, there may ask a question. Minimum reserved instances take how many months or how 3 years? Minimum 1 year or 3 years. Minimum 1 year or 3 years. Then only they can allocate for it. Otherwise, we won't get. Subbu, good evening. Now good to go. Please observe here. Now see upfront payment. Anyone can guess it. What is the upfront payment? Either you need to pay full or you need to pay partial. See, yearly, right? Yearly. You need to pay for 1 year $100 assume. Monthly you can pay $10. That is also possibilities there. And also predictable usage. Predictable usage means today I'm using 2 core CPU, 2 GB RAM. Tomorrow I want it 4 core CPU, 4 GB RAM. In general scenario, that is not possible. Predictable means I want to use 2 core CPU, 2 GB RAM. Day one, I may fix it. I can continue with that. But there also they given minimum alternatives. What is that? See, standard reserved instance, 75% discount. What is the meaning of standard? I said right, 2 core CPU, 2 GB RAM. Up to 1 year you must use. More not possible, less not possible. That is the fixed one. That is the reserved, standard, reserved instance. Is it okay for you? Second one. Convertible reserved instance. The name itself conversion. Conversion means 2 core to 4 core, 4 core to 2 core. If it is 2 to 4, you need to pay more. If it 4 to 2, you need to pay less. That is the meaning of convertible reserved instance. Next, scheduled reserved instance. She scheduled. You may use for 1 week, you may use for 1 month, you may use for 3 months. That is also possible. Scheduled duration. Maybe you may know summer, winter, rainy season, like that, we can utilize the resources. But anyway, all the companies following reserved instance methods only. Reserved instance methods only. When do you go for spot instance? POC, proof of concept. Maybe you may use maybe for 1 week, for 10 days. We don't know. This is ephemeral. Anytime it may goes. Anytime it may goes. If other person may bid more, automatically they can allocate. They can for them they can allocate. See, AWS company having like this host mission. Try to understand. AWS company having maybe host mission one, host mission two, like that. They are having standard system just like our physical devices. On that, we are creating one instance, maybe on demand, maybe reserved, maybe spot instance, maybe dedicated. Where it allocate, suppose in this mission allocate. Suppose I created one on-demand EC2 mission, you created one on-demand EC2 mission. Both will create on single mission only because of there is no reserved, there is no concept of dedicated. Suppose some X may require one instance, they need separate mission. See in second diagram, only one EC2 is there. That is the meaning of dedicated post. Dedicated, it won't allocate for other. Just like our own car, this is like a bus. Bus having seats, I may sit, you may sit. Car is for your own only. Others cannot sit. Others cannot sit. But you need to pay more. Here you need to pay less. Here less security. Here 100% more security. But here also security is there. But our feeling is what? Low security. But EC1 can talk to EC2, never talk to EC2. Here also cannot talk. But anyway, this is shareable resource. It is non-shareable resource. Is it okay for you? Any difficulty till now? Here observe it. If any difficulty, try to ask. 1 minute time I am giving. See spot instance as how much discount they are providing. 90%. What is the problem here? Anytime you may lose your instance. Anytime you may lose your instance. This is the interview question. 90% discount. This is also standard reserved instances. How much discount? 75% discount. See, try to understand here. Resizable asset, right? Scale up, scale down, scale out, scale in. These are the technical words. Try to remember because of this is also regular asking question. Scale up, scale down means scalability. In Kubernetes, we are going to work with the scale up, scale down only. But in AWS, we are going to work with scale out, scaling. Scale out, scale. See, again, I'm going to give little clarity. Even sometimes, horizontal and vertical auto scaling. This is for vertical auto scaling. This is for horizontal auto scaling. We'll discuss in future also. This is for what I said, horizontal. This is what I said, vertical. What is the advantage of horizontal? Same size mission, same size RAM, same size application. I want to get one more. Vertical not like that. Vertical belongs to hardware. Vertical belongs to hardware. Horizontal belongs to software or applications. Application. Generally, we may use pod level. I may create 3 pods. Pods will create 1, 2, 3. This is the horizontal auto scaling. Horizontal auto scaling, not vertical auto scaling. Now anyone can refer it and try to ask me, is there any difficulty in this total slide? See, here we are launching an instance. Whenever it is running, we will pay the bill. If you stop, no bill payment. If you start, reboot. Reboot means rebooting, no bill. Rebooting, no bill. See, terminate, kill or destroy, no bill. But even though I said here is the stop, no bill, right? Even though if you stop, you need to pay little bill. Why you need to pay little bill? There I said, right? For each instance, it will allocate one IP address, public IP, whether you may consume it or not it. That's why you need to pay little bill, but that is very, very minute level. That is negligible generally, we can say. So both check it and try to respond. Is there any difficulty in this slide quickly? Any new things are able to see?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I will go through, sir, 1 or 2 times, then I will
Oh,
get it.
okay, good. Now I'm going to EC2 family instance types. Compulsory, you may get one question in inter. EC2 family. See, general instances. General instances. Generally, till now, you may work with the T2 only. Or agree with me? Whenever if I go for T2 family, T2 family means general. Multi-purpose. Multi-purpose or general purpose, we can go with T2 nano, T2 micro, T2 small, T2 medium, T2 large, T2X. If you go for X means more and more computing power, more and more hardware. That means more and more CPU, more and more memory, we may get it. But anyway, we're having, see, general instances for general purpose, those are belongs to T2. See, memory instances. Try to understand wherever memory instances is there, It may be start with M, it may be start with I. Start with M, start with I. Start with M, start with R. Start with M, start with R. R means high RAM. R means RAM. M means memory. Is it okay for you? CPU. Any type start with C. C means compute. C means compute. Any storage instance is start with I. I means input output. Input output purpose is storage only, right? I am giving blind clues. I start with I is for storage instances. CPU means start with C. Memory means start with M or R. General instances means start with T. T start with C. See GPU. They are giving general purpose usage instances. See graphics purpose and heavy missions. Heavy missions. These are the ultra high missions. Ultra high missions. Now see here T related things. C represents, I said, right? C represent what? Compute. Compute means CPU. Compute means CPU. Now T means general instances. See here scalability, scale up and scale down. Somewhere we seen right already.
Yes.
Scale up, scale down. Now scalability can be achieved by changing the instance type. By changing instance type. One type to another type. It is scaling. Simply we can say from T2 to T3. Again it is scaling, right? Scale up, scale up. Now in the same way, you should stop the EC2 instance to change the instance type. Here the question is, see already I created one instance with the 2 core CPU, 2 GB RAM. I want to move from 2 GB to 4 GB RAM. Without stopping, can I move from 2 core to 4 core? Not possible. We must stop the instance, then only we can update. Without stopping, we can't update. That is vertical scaling. Any hardware, you must see in my laptop 4 GB RAM is there. Without switch off my laptop, can I remove 4 GB? Can I add it 8 GB? Not possible. First, we need to stop. We need to open the case. Then only we can remove 4 GB. I can add 8 GB RAM. Then only it will work. Are you agree with me? This is the standard procedure. Now, is it okay for you? And if you change the instance type, data in the instance will no not be lost. See, what is the advantage here? I am converting from T2 to T4. T2 to T4 assume. Data will not last. Why? Because we are enhancing. Generally, we can't decrease. We can increase the capacity. We never decrease. But if you want it, we can decrease. That is not a problem. But sometimes decrease means you may lose something. Increasing means no lose of something. See, one special thing is there, burstable performance instance. Burstable. When you can go for burstable, generally if you go with one core CPU, 1 GB RAM. One core CPU, 1 GB RAM. Whenever at the time of creating an instance, if you select checkbox burstable, it may provide 6 CPUs. What does it mean? If workload is more, it may consume. See, in my computer, how many processors are there? See, check it. I may show you. See, Control C, quickly observe. NPROC, PROC. Please observe what it may show. In any problem, it is not able to show. NPROC. Spelling correct only, right?
No.
NPROC. PROC. Check it. How many CPUs by default it is having?
12.
12 CPUs. Generally, my work will start from one CPU. If needed, it may consume 2, it may consume 3, up to how many?
12.
12. In the same way, if you select burstable, it may utilize remaining 6 CPUs. That is for 6 CPU credits. If only required. Otherwise, it won't touch. Otherwise, it won't touch. Is it okay for you?
Yes.
CPU credits will happen based on instance type by AWS. See, T2, T3 only will support this credit concept. T2, T3 only. Remaining types will not support. That also you need to remember. See, T2 and T3 instance types only will support which concept? Which concept? That CPU burst concept.
Yes.
Here, now try to understand these are the families. These are the families. General instances, memory instances, CPU means compute power. Storage means I said. Storage. They are MR, R. This is about T2 related things. T2 related things. Now, shall I move on the slides? Please observe and tell me any difficulty for any point. See, burstable performance instance, you need to pay. If you select it, whether you may utilize or not, you need to pay because of sometimes you may use, right? Who knows whether you are using or not. This is the paid service. This is the paid. Even T2 micro also we can able to use. But if you select it, you need to pay. Now observe EBS. How many of you know the word EBS? Elastic block storage. EBS stands for elastic block storage. See, whenever if you create an EC2 instance, every EC2 instance by default having root volume. Root volume. Second one is additional volume. Assume, try to understand. This is EC2, this is the root volume. If you want it, you can add EBS volume. If you want it, we can add EBS volume, additional volume. Is it okay for you? Two types of volume. One is the root volume. Second one is EBS volume. Is it okay for you? Why do we go for additional volume? If root volume is not sufficient, then you go for additional. One more thing, root volume contain operating system. If you want it, maybe you know C drive, D drive, E drive, right? Yes. Your C drive is nothing but root volume. Your D drive and D drive is nothing but EBS volumes. Is it clear for everybody? Yes. On every system, sometimes instance storage is also there. What is the storage? Instance storage. Instance storage is temporary storage. When you can go. For T2, T3, there is no instance storage. If you go for very large systems, maybe M, maybe I, maybe C, at the time, it may create instance store. Instance store only for effective computing purpose, very fast computing purpose. Even if you want to work with, big data, at the time, you need instance store. Instance store is temporary. Instance store is temporary. If you switch on, if you switch on and switch off, automatically what may happen? Instance store data you may lose. You may lose your instance data. Just like a RAM, it utilizes. Just like a RAM, it utilizes. Now, here observe one. If any point is problem, please try to respond. See, stop and start. Here the special thing. Generally, you may create an EC2 instance. We may stop, we may start. Are you able to see again instance, right? Yes, sir. But internally, what may happen? I said, right, on every AWS, that means having multiple host systems, automatically it may jump from one host to another host. You never see. This is the internal things. You never see it. It's internal things. See, this is the EC2, this is the EBS. If it is jumping, both will jump here. But instance store will jump. Anyone respond? No. Instance store belongs to this host. This instance store belongs to this host. Whatever it is there in the instance store, we're not able to get here. That's why instance store data you may lose. But EBS store data, we never lose. If you restart your EC2 instance, it will jump or it won't jump. If you reboot your system, it never jump. If you stop and start only, it will jump from one host to another host. That point also you need to remember. That is also examination purpose. See, stop and start, it will jump. Reboot, it won't jump. It won't jump. See, even data is no loss, here data is loss. Now, practically we'll see everything. First, I am giving briefing. Now, see, there EC2, that one we have seen, right? This one also we have seen. Now, I am going to volumes. Just now we discussed, right? Volume. See, EBS volume, instance store volume. Which is permanent, which is temporary? Already you know. EBS is nothing but permanent. Instance store is nothing but temporary. Instance store is nothing but temporary. 99% we may work with EBS only. We never work with instance. Based on the instance type only, instance store will get. You never touch with instance store, but we can touch with EBS volume. EBS volume. If you want to work with EBS volume, there are types of EBS volume. You need to remember first these two. Remaining, you may remember or not, leave it. Because of examination point of view, general purpose, provision, input, output operations per second, or input, operations per second. Is it okay for you? GPU, GP2, GP3. What does it mean? General purpose. How many of you know the word SSD? Please respond. SSD stands for solid state disk. See, two types of disks we may use: hard disk, solid state disk. Nowadays, we are using, everybody using SSD only. Hard disk is very low performance. See, the remaining three models: magnetic, that means standard hard disk only. See, cold, that means SC. After S, what is there? C means cold. After S, what is there? T means throughput. The very easy to remember. ST, throughput. SC, cold, standard, magnetic. Nowadays, people are not using last three, only we are using first two only. GP2, GP3, IO1, IO. Input output operations per second. But in interview question, what is the maximum capacity from 1 GB to 16 TB? Nowadays they got changed. We'll check it now. They got changed up to 20 TB. Now our AWS account having that facility or not, we'll see it. Is there any difficulty see here? GP2 is the default EBS volume type, input output operations per second, input output per second. IO1, IO2 and GP3 are IOPS configurable. You can input IOPS values. What does it mean? See, here you can't change this. By default, GP2 only. Whenever if you create an instance, we may see GP2. First, I may go there, I may create it, you may understand. First, I am going to our AWS account. I am going to our AWS account. There, simply move on to EC2. There you can see practical. Whatever till now we discussed, you may understand. There I may type EC2. EC2. Now quickly launch instance. There I am going to type EC2. There quick start. Leave it I am taking. And also their instance also T2 micro. Leave it. And keep a, we may take any one name. There DevApps I am taking. DevApps is there. Leave about that. We are not connecting to that one. Firewalls also. Now see, this is the what configurable storage. See, recently what they changed? GP3. Here see, I said right, which is important. GP3, GP2, IO1, IO2. Maybe up to 6 months back, which is the default one, GP2. Now currently what they are using? GP3, general purpose 3, general purpose. See, root volume 3000 input operations per second, not encrypted. You know the meaning of encrypt, converting known to unknown format. Security purpose we may encrypt. Is it okay for you? What is the default one here? GP3, general purpose. Because of this is the what about interview question or else even online examination question. Now suppose if you wanted, I said right, you can change it here. Maybe assume IO1. See, compare to see root volume, say 400 IOPS not encrypted. You may go with and also IO2, they are 8000. See, compare to GP3 only 3000. Even check it GP2, how much it is taking. GP2 root volume not encrypted. We won't specify anything. See, GP2 compared to GP3 is better one. GP3 is the better one. I am taking GP3 as it is. Till now clear? If required, I may create it. Now again, I am coming to here. I hope till now I specified here where I specified this one, right? IO1, IO2 and IO and GP3 are IOPS configurable. You can input IOPS values. See, GP2 as default IOPS 1:3. What does it mean? See, there I selected 8 GB, right? Yes, sir. For each GB, 3 IOPS. For each GB, 3 IOPS. That means 8 GB, 8 into 3, 24 input output operations only it can perform. Per second, 24 inputs, 24 out. That is the meaning. If 3000 means per second, it may do 3000 inputs, 3000 output. That is the meaning of input output operations per second. I can manage 3000 requests. That is the meaning. Here, how many requests it can manage? I took 8 GB, 8 into 3, 24. When? If you take GP2, GP3 is I fixed, right? GP3 means 3000 operations per second. See, root volume supports these volume types. GP2, GP3, IO1, IO2. Again, I am showing. Please observe. This is the root volume is supporting how many types? Please observe here.
4 types.
4. Even it may you may see remaining, but not even see here standard also there. But mainly we may work with which one? These 4 only. These 4. Is it okay for you? Any difficulty here in this side? Please observe and tell me. See, instance store volume. Again, I am saying instance store volume, not persistent store. How many of you know the difference between persistent, not persistent?
Yes.
Persistent means permanent, not persistent means temporal. And also, they are given. If you stop and start the EC2 instance, data is lost, deleted. Instance store volumes are free, they're ephemeral storage. I hope somewhere you listen from my side also. Ephemeral means anytime it goes, anytime it goes. See, if you terminate the EC2 instance, by default, root volume will also be delete. Why? You may check it that one. You may check it that one.
Yes.
See, there because delete on termination option is unchecked. This is also interview question. I may show you. There, I may quickly see, observe. I am going to advanced options. Please observe here. Advanced options. That in advance, somewhere option is there. Delete on termination. Check it. Where it is there. There you may go to. Where is the option? Delete on termination. Yes is there. Check it somewhere. Delete on termination. Deletion termination. Are you able to see? Delete on termination. Not visible?
No, sir.
No, I'll go with the other way. Other way. They're advanced. They're advanced. There. We check it here. Add new volume. Okay. New volume. Okay. File system details. File system details. Delete on termination. You may see. EBS option instance bandwidth, purchasing options. I think now it is not able to see. Metadata access. Okay. Meta volume. I think now you are not able to see, but I'll show you. It is available. So I think here it is not visible, but 100% it is there. We are not seeing properly. You need to see yes no option at least. Somewhere you may see the word yes at least. Is that once add new volume? But anyway, I'll show you. Once you create an instance, quickly I may show you that option. Are you able to see? Now once it is created, see without option we can't able to see, right? But here we can able to see. See deletion termination. Delete on termination somewhere is there. Delete on termination. Till now not able to see here. Oh, here where you can able to see in the sense, go to volumes. Go to volumes. See within the volumes, just now you got a root volume. Here you may see delete on termination. Manage till now not running, right? It is first started. First started. We'll come to that. After starting only we can able to see, we can view it properly. or refresh. Refresh. Multi. Delete on termination. Deletion on termination or delete on termination. And refresh. See here, you am able to see is there anywhere delete on termination option it is available or not. Delete on termination or nowadays they got changed or not. Status check okay. This is okay. You may able to see here within the volume you can able to see delete on termination it will be yes. What is the advantage? Whenever if you terminate my instance, automatically this volume also will delete. This volume also will delete. That is the terminate, terminate and delete. But anyway, it is not visible. I'll show you at least tomorrow class. I'll again recheck it. I'll tell you. There, because of GP3, already we have seen this is 3000 IOPS. Throughput is 125. Maybe here also at a time 125 characters it will move, it may move, it may, but about forward or copy, we can think like that. Now, till now clear, according to our slide, there we may understand. Now, if you terminate the EC2 instance, by default, additional volume will not be deleted. Additional volume will not be deleted. Quickly, I may create one additional volume. See, going to volumes concept, see, this is the volume. You may ask me, what is the advantage of additional volume? This is C drive, think it. Yes. I want to add one more drive, create volume. There I am creating. See, if you are selecting 100 GB, you need to pay for this. That's why I am going to select only one chip. One chip. This is the little paid service. That's why even if you want to create a volume, we need to check one thing. Go to again EC2 instances, EC2 instances, check it for this instance. Instance is created in which region? That is very, very important. You may check it. And which region it is created? US is US East 1D. Yes. Your volume also you must create in US East 1D only. Otherwise, you can't attach your volume to EC2 instance. First, I'll create two instances. One is 1D, another is 1C. First, we may go 1 GB, 1 GB. Now we may go for volumes. This is the volume concept. There I am creating volume. First one is with 1 GB. See, this is the important. I said right, minimum 1 GB, maximum 16 TB. Maximum 16 TB. Okay, if you go for ChatGPT will tell 20 GB. See, till now, AWS people also not updated, but ChatGPT is telling they are updated. No, this is standard one. Leave it. You need to remember 1 GB to 16 TB. There, I am going to create, there see, US East 1A. Because of our instances created 1D. That's why you need to select 1D, then only we can attach. Don't encrypt, don't leave it default options. Now quickly create, suppose this is possible to link. I'm trying to attach. Select this, go into actions, there, first, why it is not showing attach volume? This volume is formatting. That is the important thing. Just now you created. See, there it may show. Now you may try to, where is that? Just now you created, right? Yes, sir. This is how much GB? 8 GB. Just now you created, refresh it, then only you can able to see. Now you need to select this. Now observe here. One is in use. This is not in use. Available. Available means I am ready to attach. Now I got selected, right? I got selected here. I am going to actions. What I may do? Attach volume. Attach volume. You may ask me, so many running instances are there, right? See, till now only one is there. I can attach to this one. Suppose 4 instances running in 1D. 4 are eligible to attach. But you may ask me, can I attach one volume to multiple instances? One volume for one instance only. But you can attach for anyone. That is possible. One volume you cannot attach for multiple instances. That facility is there. Multi-attach volume, one separate concept is there. Multi-attach volume. Okay. Anyway, we are thinking about our general concept. We are selecting this one. After selecting, you may go for that is remaining things are maybe there. Okay, leave it default options. If it is asking, then only we can do it. Otherwise, select attach volume. This is expecting, right? That name you need to specify. Attach volume. You may ask me, these two volumes are attached. How can I know? Again, I am going to instances. There, go to instances. There, this is my instance. You can able to see what are the volumes will be attached to this instance. Click on instance ID. There you may move on to storage. One area is there. One tab is there. Storage. There, where is the storage? There, storage. Click on storage. There you can able to see what are the volumes can be attached. See, root volume 100% dev/xvda. That is the default one. Other than DA is nothing but we can say EBS volume. This is the root volume. This is the EBS volume. We can say additional volume. Is it okay for you? In interview, they may ask you, root volume, can I increase the root volume size? Is it possible or not? Yes, it is possible. Root volume size, we can able to increase. Quickly, we may say, click on this, there, click going to action. First select this, then you go to actions, See, modify volume. Is there or not? Modify volume. What does it mean? Already 8 GB is there. I may convert into 9 GB. Why should I increase more? Simply go for 9. But how many times we can increase? Only one time. We may check it second time also. It may possible or not. According to my view, according to my study, only one time I did in last previous batches. We may check it now. Maybe again we are going for trying to increase, right? Now we are able to see now till now not at updated, right? Now we may see updation. Again I am selecting. Again I go for actions. See, modify volume. Are you able to see? See, we can do false things one time. We can do right things many times. That is the good human being. But bad human being, right, right thing only one time, bad things multiple times. But AWS is a good one. It will support only once. If you want it, you can increase up to 16 TB. I can agree. Again and again, I won't allow to update my volume size. Till now, anyone facing any difficulty with the response? Now we may go for create one more volume. Is it possible to attach or not? Because of that is the interview question. What they are expecting in interview, what they will tell. I created one volume in so and so region, so and so. Which one? The region. So and so availability zone. Is it possible to allocate or not? I'll go to that concept. Automatically you can understand. See, click on volume. There I'm going to create a volume. See, there, general purpose, okay. Again 1 GB. See, try to understand availability zone I'm expecting. Now, what is our availability zone? Other than instance, wherever instance is created, that zone only mandate. But what I took here, unfortunately, I took other availability zone. But anyway, volume will create. What is the use of this volume? But no use of this volume, but we may try. Click on create. Already created, right?
Yes, refresh it.
Now go to volumes. There, refresh.
Yes.
Now are you able to see the latest one? How can I know is it utilized or not? See, this is available. Okay. Now go for select first one. We'll try to actions. We'll go for actions. What I do? Attach volume. Our feeling is what? We may able to attach. Click on drop down. See, in US East 1A, there is no such instance. That's why if it is there, I can able to attach. I can able to attach. You can think like a different community people.
Yes.
If same community, very easy to manage the things. Different community, not here AWS saying, hey, you are belongs to a different community. I won't tell you. You are having good money, you are having good look. I don't bother. I don't bother. Now I make you graphical concept, try to understand. MS Paint. See, this is maybe AWS Cloud. This is one availability zone. This is one availability zone. This is the zone. In this zone, I am creating one EC2 instance. This is my EC2 instance. There I created one root vault. Is it okay for you? This is the root vault. Now I am creating one EBS vault. One EBS vault. Assume look and feel I am changing. This is the EBS vault. This is the EBS vault. This is the EBS vault. What I am doing? Because of this is created in US East assume one US East one. This where this is the US East one. Or instance also where it is there. In
Yes.
US East one is there. That's got it or not?
Yes.
Now this EBS also where it is created.
Yes.
US East one. I hope you are understanding. Then only what I may do, I may easily attach.
Yes.
I may easily attach this. Is there any difficulty for anyone? What I may do, I may create one more, one US East one big. Assume we are thinking US East one B. There I am creating one volume. There I am creating one volume. This is volume is created. Volume will create. But can I able to attach from one region to another region, one region to another region? It's not possible. One zone to another zone. This is the zones. This is availability zone one. This is the availability zone. From one zone volume, I cannot able to attach to another zone EC2 instance. This is very, very important concept. But you may ask me, See, already some data is there. Some data is there here in volume. This volume data, I want it, I can able to attach to this EC2 instance. Assume this is the EC2 instance. This is the EC2 instance. For this EC2 instance, I want to attach this volume. Is it possible or not possible according to our theory? Not possible. What you may do, I may create there I'm taking this symbol. I may create one snapshot. What I may create? One snapshot. What I created? Snapshot I create. After creation of snapshot, this snapshot I may copy from here to, I may copy from Control C, Control V. I may copy, and what I may do here, I may move on to here. Till now what I did quick response?
Create a snapshot.
There I created a snapshot here. This snapshot I copied from US East 1 to US East 1B. From this, I am creating volume. See, from volume to what I did? Snapshot. From snapshot to what I did? One more snapshot. From this snapshot to what I did? Volume. This volume I can able to attach. Raman, you got the clarity? Directly volume, I can't attach. But
Yes, sir.
what I may do, I may create snapshot. I may copy a snapshot here. From this snapshot, I created volume. This volume I can attach. You may ask me, what is the specialty here? Assume here 1 TB data is there. Assumption I am taking. 1 TB data. This data also require here, right? Same data I require. Is it okay for you? Same data I may get it or not? Because of from where I am getting volume. From snapshot, I am getting volume. You may ask me, first tell me what is snapshot? What is snapshot? Snapshot is nothing but backup of a volume. Backup of a volume. It may be a point of time. Maybe that point of time, I took it, I create the snapshot. From the snapshot, what I did, I copy snapshot from one availability zone to another availability zone. That is also possible. One region to another region also possible. See, one more thing you need to remember. Already yesterday we discussed one concept. What is that? IAM. Yes or no?
Yes.
IAM. IAM is global or regional? IAM is global. Global resources. They are easy to use local.
Yes.
Local. See, from that local, here is from local to, we may move on to another local. See, now try to understand. This is US East. Try to understand. This is US East. US East. This is AP South. AP South. I'm segregating. This is AP South. AP South. See, I'm dividing division. Two different regions are there. See, one region volume, can I move to another region? Even within availability zone also not possible. How can you move to another region? Which is the best way? Only the alternative is snapshot only. Without snapshot, we can't do anything. Is it okay for you? You may ask me, how can you create a snapshot? First, till now you don't know how to create an instance properly. Then we'll move to, first we may create an instance. We may add something. Into, maybe we may create a volume. There we may attach something into volume. Then we can create snapshot that we can move to another. What about region? Okay, we may work on this. Quickly. Today, till now, what you understood? Till now, what you understood? How to attach volume. Everybody know, right? See, after attaching, please observe. I may try to detach also. First, you may go to EC2 instances. Till now, our requirement is there. See, one volume I can able to attach from EC2 1 to EC2 2 also. Why? How? Maybe both instances are there in maybe one region. I can able to work with very easily. First observe here. Here, how many created in one day? There, one root volume is there, one EBS is there.
Yes.
I can able to detach only EBS. How can I detach? Quickly observe here. First, I am going to their volumes. Where is that volumes?
Option.
Yeah, volumes. There I'm selecting which one. I think first one only.
Yes. Yes.
They are available. Till now I didn't. This one not possible to attach. I said right. See what this one is already attached. Yes or no?
Yes.
I want to detach. After detaching, we can able to see. See detach volume. See force detach is possible. See I am clicking force detach. Quickly we can detach. DETACH. See whether communication is happening. I may what I am telling. Come fast. Come quickly. Now we may move on to instances. There you may observe. Instances. Now check it and storage. There you see it. You can able to see it or not. Now you can able to see. Where is that? Now here observe. Till now who are seeing right?
Yes.
Now we may refresh it. We can able to see the difference. Again, I'm click on EC2. There we may see at least here. Click on EC2.
Yeah.
Now you may go to storage once again. Now you may check how many volumes are there. Only one volume. That is up to which volume?
Root volume.
Root volume. I said if unfortunately I terminated my EC2 instance, which one will terminate automatically? Root volume also terminate. Again I am attaching. I may terminate instance. You may see it. Only root will terminate. Additional volumes will never terminate. That you need to understand. Now quickly I am attaching once again. Going to volume concept. Where is the volumes? There volumes. I can able to attach once again. Which volume I need to attach? You need to check first. 1D only. 1D. Now select it, again attach it. Now attach volume, their running instances. That is good. Now volume name, maybe any name we can give. That is not a specific. Again and again we can change it. That is not a specific rule. Okay. See, today I am taking one room. Tomorrow I may go with another room also.
Yes, sir.
Same building also not required, but generally we can stay there. Now till now clear, right? Now what I may try to do, I may try to stop my instance. I may try to stop in the sense I may terminate my instance. There go to instances, I'm selecting, I'm going to terminate. The actions, right? Instance state, terminate. Tomorrow we may work on purely only volume concept and snapshot concept. That much of our. Okay. Anyway, after shutting down, we may go to which concept? Again, volumes. 3 volumes are there, right? Here, storage also after 1 minute, you may not able to say anything. Simply, again, you may see here storage also. Storage also, what happening here? There, check it. There, check it. Till now, you can able to see. After refreshing, maybe after termination, see, it is terminated.
Yes.
You may check it. Is it really terminated or not? Now refresh.
So it doesn't get
Now quickly go to volumes. That is good understand. Volumes there you check it. Are able to see 1 GB only, right?
Yes.
One is belongs to 1A, one is belongs to 1B. This volume in future what I may do? I can attach it to one more EC2 instance that belongs to which availability zone? 1D availability zone. 1D. Try to understand. Here sensitive information is there. Assume my password is there. Whenever instance is created, I can attach to that instance. I can make use of these details. Are you agree with me? Hemant, is it clear for you? See, this is my sensitive data area. Wherever new instance is there, I want to work with, even that too belongs to which availability zone. That is important. That must be belongs to 1D only. Then only I can work with, otherwise I can't work. Everybody got the clarity? Till now, what you understood? What is EC2? EC2 means Elastic Compute Cloud. What is the advantage? Resizable. Resizable. See, computing power. What is the meaning of computing power? See, EC2 contain 3 things mainly. That too I am providing for you. Windows key already I am in MS Paint, right? MS Paint. See, if you work with any EC2, those 3 things you need to understand. Computing power came from the 3 things. One is CPU. One is CPU. That is vCPU. vCPU. Second one is RAM. RAM. Third one is SSD. Maybe you know solid state disk. Even fourth one also there. There, there CNI. Container networking interface. Networking interface. You know Ethernet 0.
Yes.
The network.
Yes.
Maybe that fourth one we cannot consider. Computing power means every system must contain CPU, RAM, and hard disk. Please observe your laptop also. Your laptop having CPU or not? Your laptop having RAM or not? Your laptop having SSD or not? Even your laptop not having, what about that NIC card? You may work with, but NIC card also mandatory. That is nothing but we are going to work with ETH0. Many people know ETH0, Ethernet 0, Ethernet 0. Technical word is ENI, Elastic Networking Interface. Elastic Networking Interface. What is the use of ENI? I may tell the little story. See, if you create an instance, you may get one public IP, one private IP. Or agree with me? Agree with me?
Yes.
One PIP, public IP. Maybe this is public P common word, right? It is, I may write with public IP. Now you may get one private IP. Is it okay for you?
Yes, sir.
Which is fixed, which is not fixed? Quick response.
Private IP.
Private IP is fixed.
Yes.
It never change. It never change. Public IP will change. Will change. When it will change, anyone can guess it. If you stop and start, if you stop and start an instance which will change. Public IP will change. No, my question is, even if I start, even if I start and stop, my public IP not able to change what to do. At the time you go for EIP concept. Anyone can guess it? What is EIP?
The elastic.
Elastic.
Right.
ELAST. Elastic IP. Elastic means static public IP is known as you need to pay for elastic IP. See, once you create an elastic IP, you can attach to EC2 instance, no need to pay. Once you create an elastic IP, if you don't utilize, you need to pay more. See, for one region, how many EIPs are possible to create? Max only 5 EIPs. Maximum 5 EIPs. Like that. See, in our account, how many regions are there? See, 33 plus regions. 33 into 5, those many EIPs are possible to create. Is it okay for you? Now, anyone facing any difficulty? Again, I am going to ENI. See, there I said, right? ENI, Elastic Networking Interface. In ENI, what is the advantage? You can create more than one private IPs. Private IPs. See, you may ask me, I'm having one EC2, by default, my EC2 having one public IP, one public IP, one public IP, and also one private IP. One private IP. I want more than one private IP. See, I want one more private IP, one more private IP, one more private IP. At that time, you can work with which concept? By using, you try to understand, this is the concept ENI. This is the interview question. Elastic Networking Interface. Elastic Networking Interface. We may work with EC2 minimum 3 or 4 classes we may work with. Minimum 3 classes. Today we worked with just how to create an instance. What are the theoretical strategies we understood. The mainly we understood today how to create, what is a volume and what is a snapshot, and also how to create an EC2 instance, and their types we have discussed. Till now clear? Tomorrow, very important role we may play. We may create one volume. We need today we attached. We can't store any data if you attach. What will you do? You need to format. You need to format. There ls, what is the command? lsblk command you need to use. Somewhere we use lsblk. lsblk means elastic block storage. After that, you need to go with ext4 format. There you need to format here. After formatting, you need to mount. After mounting only, you can store. Is it okay for you? We can store that. Otherwise, you never store. What will you do first? You need to use elastic BLK. Then we need to format it. After that, you want to mount it. Then only you can store your data. These steps tomorrow we will do it. Till now, clear, Hemant?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. Now try to understand it. I can clear those things because of I created what about volumes, right? That is also little pay we need to pay. That's why we need to delete those volumes also. Now here itself I may delete it. I think class is finished. Others, if you want it, you can What about leave that? Now I am terminating these things. Where should I go? There,
Another
account. There you go for volumes. There are two volumes I'm selecting because of these are two. I want to delete these two. Actions. There you may go for delete one. That's all. Click on delete. Any other thing I created? Till now I didn't create any snapshot, right?
no.
No. Any other things? Now instance is running, I hope. I want to instance terminated. Yes, instance is also terminated. I think everything is clear. Everything is clear. Good. Now stop. Now stop recording.
It is